I remember starting out on this journey, browsing Amazon for camping gear, falling for the gimmicks, the false advertisements, spending money on items that would last a couple of camps and then end up in the trash. So this video is for the novice campers or bushcrafters to help you avoid making the same mistakes that I made. This is my woodland EDC, 7 items you will only need to buy once and 7 items that every camper needs. So in no particular order, we have the BCB Crusader Cookset. I wish I would have got this cookset when I first started out. It truly is an all-in-one, contains everything you need in a cookset, pouch included. The pouch, obviously MTP, has these little straps here allowing you to attach it to your pack, a little clip closure and a drawstring to keep everything sealed within. We have the plastic cup with a folding handle, Osprey 58 pattern water bottle with a capacity of 1 litre, a cooking pot with a folding handle and measurements, and the windshield for your fuel tabs, alcohol stove or a little fire. So everything nestles together nicely. Every item is built to last, it's rugged, and it's everything you need in a cookset. You do have a little pocket on the inside of the pouch also, which for me houses this little button ferro rod that comes equipped with the BCB Crusader Cookset, and it's surprisingly accurate and throws some decent sparks. Highly recommended BCB Crusader Cookset. Get this on your list. The Esbit alcohol stove to accompany your BCB Crusader Cookset fits perfectly in the windshield and performs really well. I've had this stove coming up 2 years now. One of my favourite pieces to cook on has the benefit of this little handle that allows you to control the flame or extinguish it completely. It still has the original O-ring, keeping the seal no leakage whatsoever, which is great because if you're simply headed out for the day, you can pour your alcohol in the reservoir and then keep it sealed without worrying about it leaking or carrying additional meths. Lightweight, compact, small but mighty, that is the Esbit alcohol stove. So let's look into a cutting tool. Everyone needs a cutting tool when in the woods, but this tool has 18 other tools also, and that is the Leatherman SIGNAL. 19 tools total, every tool locks into place. We have the knife, the saw, a diamond coated sharpener, ferro rod, carabiner, hammer, box wrench, pocket clip, pliers, wire cutters, a Phillips, a flathead, a tin opener, bottle opener, and all tucked nice and compact into its very own nylon sheath. I very much recommend this multi-tool. It's on my person day in and day out, and I guarantee you will use this multi-tool more than you think. But the price is up there on this multi-tool, and as this video is more for the unestablished campers, we'll look into some alternatives. Victorinox Huntsman. Humble beginnings. I started out with this pocket knife. It served me well. Or I didn't start out with this exact pocket knife. I had the camo scales, which I lost. Thinking about it, probably not that much of a great idea having camo scales on a pocket knife in the woods. It's bound to happen. Look cool though. And the Huntsman consists of a small knife, a larger knife, a saw, scissors, a tin opener with a small flathead, a bottle opener with a larger flathead or pry tool, an awl, a hook, and of course the corkscrew, also a toothpick and tweezers. Now if I can start out with the Victorinox Huntsman, anyone can. The Leatherman FREE T4. Now this is almost a direct competitor to the Huntsman. The Huntsman has items that the T4 doesn't, and vice versa. Differences include every tool on the T4 locks into place, and it has the addition of a pocket clip. And also, unfortunately, very sad, there is no corkscrew on the T4. What we do have on the T4 is this knife, one hand operable, locks into place as mentioned previously, as every tool does, with this locking mechanism. Simply push and release. And we can access additional tools by simply pushing our thumb onto this hinge, which lifts them. We have a box cutter with a large flat head or pry tool, a nice file, scissors, an awl with a smaller flathead, a Phillips with a bottle opener, and the addition of tweezers. I am liking the Leatherman FREE series. That's something we'll be certainly looking into more. And as I said, almost a direct competitor to the Huntsman. If the T4 had a saw, I would certainly get the T4 over the Huntsman. So when I first started, I remember using this cheap ferro rod that threw the weakest sparks, and I'd be sitting there practicing fire starting, and I know a good worker never blames his tools, but one day it clicked and I realized it wasn't my technique, it was the ferrocerium rod. It threw the weak sparks, and it's just a terrible product. So the Wolf and Grizzly ferrocerium rod, my father actually got this for me last Christmas and I still use it to this day. The actual product is called the Fire Set. This thing throws sparks, and it throws a lot of them. It comes with this striker that can actually be sharpened for that optimal edge, and within the paracord there's actually jute twine. So if you are in desperate need of a fire and you haven't got the materials to start one, you can simply untie this cord and have access to immediate fire starting material. It's my personal favorite ferrocerium rod, and once I wear this one out, I'll be getting another one for sure. Perfect example of what I was talking about earlier about gimmicks and false advertising, this solar power bank. Now, number one, it's never charged in the sun, and I've tested it when it's been 30 degrees Celsius outside, sun beaming down, not charged once. Claims to have a 20,000 milliamp hour battery. It does not. Go for what you know or who you've heard of. This Anker power bank, there's no gimmicks here, there's no solar capabilities, there's no lying about battery capacity. It is what it is, and it does what it says it does. 10,000 milliamp hour battery. One of these will get me through 2 or 3 days of camping, no issues. It even comes with this nice little travel pouch with the drawstring. Hey, go for what you know. So in this particular category, I've been from the one extreme to the other. I've had the £5 head torch from Lidl, and I've had the £70 plus from Brunei and Olight. I'm going to level with you right now. My favorite head torch, £14 Forclaz head torch from Decathlon. It has various modes of amplified light and even has a red light. It is rechargeable and water resistant. One press of a button and I know where I'm at with it. It seems like the more expensive torches get, the more finicky they get, and you really don't need a 1,000 lumen torch. If anything, you're not going to be using those 1,000 lumens all that much, because that's going to just drain that battery. This torch, 600 lumens, has a good battery, waterproof. Hey, there's no need to go mad. Now this next item is one of the most important items in a loadout. Often overlooked, underrated, and it's a travesty. The next item, last but not least, a long handled spork. I've used them all, the KFS sets, the gimmicks, the tiny fork with the built-in corkscrew. Cool, but when I'm reaching down into an MRE pouch or into my cook pot, you want to keep that food on the spork. That's all I'm saying. So those are 7 items that every camper should add to their Christmas wish list. 7 items from my camping EDC that make my life easier in the woods. Let me know what you carry in the woods. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.